friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ade Doing. This is your first time here and I make videos around health, relationships and lifestyle. If this is not your first time, thanks so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, kindly hit the subscribe button down below. Yeah. Yeah. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 ways I think you can improve your health, 10 ways you can live a healthier life, 10 things we should all incorporate into our lifestyles. If you'd like to hear more, keep watching. First thing is water. You should drink more water. Some say you should wait until you're thirsty to drink water, some say you shouldn't. But in all, if you're only drinking water when you eat or with your meals, then I think you're drinking too little water. Incorporate taking more water into your lifestyle. You shouldn't only drink water when you're eating or your meals. Do you understand? Now the second thing is eat less processed foods, more whole foods and more fresh foods. So cut out, if you've not already cut out soda, you can start by reducing soda intake. Processed foods, your junks, your meat pies, your burgers, all that, kindly, as in you should for your own health, really cut it down. Those high glycemic index foods, try as much as possible to reduce them. This your white food, your white breads, your you know the kind of foods I'm talking about, those junks. Basically try to reduce them. Stored food, your canned foods and all those things, as much as possible. Let's eat whole foods. Cook your foods fresh, cook them yourself. Basically eat fresh food, eat whole food. Number 3 is to incorporate exercises into your daily life, be it walking or dancing. If you're like me, you probably don't like exercises, so walking and dancing are not too much for me. Dancing is fun, and yes, I don't like walking so much, but still it's something I do because it's part of like the kind of lifestyle I live. I have to walk about to get things. I have to walk about to get to places sometimes. So incorporate walking. If you can't jog, run, or go to the gym or something, but make sure you're moving. Don't live a sedentary life. Nowadays everybody works from home, or almost everybody works from home. If you're that kind of person, you really need to incorporate exercises. Next thing is to incorporate fasting. Now, fasting is said to have so many benefits. It said it helps fight inflammation, it helps control blood pressure, it helps regulate your insulin levels. So it's said to have so many benefits. So incorporate fasting. There are different kinds of fasting. You have your intermittent fasting, you have water fast, you have juice fast. There's so many of them, but try, if it's once a week, once a month or something, just make it a lifestyle to incorporate fasting. Now, sleep. This is very important. I like sleep. I think you sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. It's very important. Give your brain time to rest, even though your brain is not completely resting when you sleep, but then give your body time to relax from the day's work. Sleeping is very important. It's your memory, it's retention. Your body is your only access to this earth. It's the only way you can be present on this earth. So you should treat it well. Rest as much as possible. Sleep as much as your body needs it. Sleep is very important. You might eat all the food in the world or eat as much good food as you can, drink water, do exercise, but if you don't create time to rest and sleep, it's not balanced yet. The next thing is to have a healthy work-play balance, have a social life. Now, for so many of us, we tend to find ourselves just trapped in this work. Like most times from work you just go home, from work you go home. When you get home, you probably live alone, or maybe just you and your spouse. Many of us nowadays do not have so much of a social life outside work. We just go to work and then go back home. But it's very important to stay sane, to stay mentally healthy. You need a social life. You need some fun in your life. So let your life not be all about work. Do some things that makes you happy or excites you, or just makes you laugh, basically. So if for some people for some people working out makes them very excited, makes them energized. In the gym you also get to meet friends, people that are like-minded. That's another kind of social life. Like, let's not just be about work. Like, do things that are not necessarily about the money or for work. Basically, do some things that are fun that you just do just because. That's part of having a social, like having a work play balance. Do you understand? The next thing is stop unhealthy habits. Smoking, reduce your alcohol intake if you haven't already. This is very important. I can list all like complications or effects of smoking, but I can't list one benefit. So please, if you haven't already, kindly try your best, stop smoking, see a doctor. If it's been difficult for you, see a therapist or something that can help you. Reduce alcohol intake as well. You can talk to your doctor if you have a habit, and if it's become a habit or an addiction and you can't stop, see a doctor. Another thing is every adult should like visit the hospital for routine medical routine checkups. Do you understand? I think it should be like twice a year, at least once a year. You should do your STI test if you're sexually active. If you're not, your vitals. Those things are very important. You know, some people come to your hospital and you're like, oh, are you hypertensive? And they're like, no, I'm not hypertensive. Have you ever checked your blood pressure? No, I haven't checked it before. So how do you know you're not hypertensive? How do you know you're not diabetic if you've never checked your glucose levels? So those things are important. At least create time for these things every once or twice a year. Go to the hospital and do these things. Another thing is to practice safe sex. I'll probably link a video up here where I talked about feminine hygiene tips. I mentioned something about safe sex there. But practice safe sex. This is also health. Like you might think, oh, why is this related to living a healthier life? I mean, there are a lot of infections that transmit as a result of unprotected sex, and yeah, so it's very important to practice safe sex. It's part of this holistic health we're trying to get at, we're aiming for. Do you understand? Now, the last thing I want to talk about is say no to self-medication. This is very important. Now, some people have done more harm than good to themselves by self-medicating. So you're taking this drug and you're taking it all the time, but your situation is not getting better, but then you keep taking it. Or which is even worse in Nigeria, people just go to pharmacists. Now, pharmacists are not supposed to prescribe medications to you. They're supposed to give you medications based on a doctor's prescription. When you go to pharmacies, find their over-the-counter medications which have been abused so much by so many people. But then there are drugs that shouldn't just even be given out without a doctor's prescription. So in all, like see a doctor. The energy you use to go see a pharmacist, or like Nigerians call it chemists. That's when you have to be quacks. The energy you go use to see a chemist to give you medications. Why not just go see a doctor so they can do an examination and prescribe the appropriate medications for you? So please do not self-medicate. Yeah, that's basically all. I think I've listed 10 ways in this video you can improve your health. So yeah, if you're yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. If you've not liked this video yet, why kindly like this video so I can do like videos like this. And if there's any other video you want me to do or any similar video suggestions, kindly leave it in the comment section below. I'll be sure to reply and work on it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye.